Interesting book review today. Proof of Heaven. Proof of Heaven. A neurosurgeon's journey into the afterlife. So this is a pretty interesting book because this gentleman, Ibn Alexander, MD, he's done how many? I think he's done over 300 brain surgeries in his life. And I forget what happened, but he got into some kind of accident. He was in a coma for 6 weeks or something. And he talks about the spiritual journey while he was in a coma. It's almost like he was lucid dreaming, or he was spiritually awake while he was in a coma. And it's pretty fascinating. It's pretty, to be honest, it was pretty, I think I might read this book again because the first thing, it's pretty easy. It's not that long, right? 200 pages, like 16-point font. But it was very, the way he was describing it, trying to relate his words to what he was going through is pretty tough. But the long story short of it is he spiritually went back and forth to heaven multiple times, like tons of times. So he's beyond belief of, does heaven exist? Stuff like that. It's pretty cool how he talks about passing certain layers and levels. It's just pretty amazing. I didn't highlight really anything in this book because this isn't really a book where I'm going to look for wisdom in here. I usually highlight stuff in books where I'm looking for wisdom, trying to get smarter with something. This was just kind of a book that was just totally out of left field. Not really something I usually read or anything, but it got recommended from a friend that I really respect. So I thought I'd give it a go, especially when you have a credible person like this. I don't think this guy's telling his story and making it into a book because he wants to make money. He's already got money, right? So what's the author's intention for writing this book? From what I can see from an outside perspective, is he just had an amazing journey and he had to communicate his story with the world, which is pretty amazing. This gentleman's also done so much work in terms of how many books he's read on these topics and stuff. So the way I looked at this book was that this guy put all this work. I should stop calling him this guy. His name's Ibn Alexander. I just don't know his name. It's not really relevant to me. All this reading list. He's got here, how many books are here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy, six pages of books he's read on this topic of Master My Soul, the rest of the story, the afterlife, understanding the special awareness needs and communication of the dying, how consciousness survives death in search of a fundamental theory, the engine of reason, the seat of the soul. This deep stuff this dude's reading right after he came out of his coma, and he's lucky to be alive. So this credible person has put all the work into all these other books, has read them, and then made his book, A Proof of Heaven, from his own personal experience. I'll spend the $13 or the $20 and buy his book and take maybe 8 hours and read this book. Yeah, it's why wouldn't you? I don't get it. So anyways, great book. I'm gonna read this book again, I think. But I've got a lot of books to read. And you need to be getting the results out of the world, not reading books. Depends where you are in life. The place I'm at is, I just enjoy reading, so that's why I just do these. I read an hour every day, minimum an hour every day. All right. Oh, here's one. He talks about hemisync. So if you hear a hemisync and binary beats, there's a new website. I think it's only a couple years old. It's called brain.fm. So I found a a discount code online or whatever, and I bought a membership on Brain.fm, so it puts on like focus music or sleep ambiance type music for mental stimulation, and yeah, it's good. You should check it out. And it's just a cool tool how to use. I don't make money from that. All right, well, we've got a couple 25 minutes before my first training session of the day. Take care.